Hi, this is Mimi and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are working in my June journal. Maybe it's going to be a video, okay? I'm warning you now. I have a horrendous headache. If you've been here for any time, if you've seen any of my videos, you know, hold on, let me see. What day am I on? I'm on day 316 of a headache. But it fluctuates. Like some days it's 1, it's barely there. For the past 5 days, it's been at an 8 and a 9 and a 10. Like, it's been bad, but I don't have any videos left. I have to film some videos. So it's going to be bad today. I apologize in advance if it is. Hopefully it's not. So first we're going to do a quick flip for bleh. Yeah, one of those. We're going to do a quick flip through of what I have so far done in my June journal. And then we're going to get started decorating pages. I'm behind. Today is Friday. And my last decorated and written in page was Wednesday. So Thursday's not done yet. For my little golden book journals, I do not like to write on the actual, I try not to write on the actual. That's a picture of my niece. I forgot about it. I don't like to show my niece's pictures. They're underage. But I try not to write on the actual little golden books. There's my son looking at ants. Still, he's 20 and he still acts like he's a child. I swear to God. I love him to death, but some days. Look, it's been a day. It has been a day. There we go. The quickest flip through ever. And here was yesterday. Look at my wonderful decorations. Though I did get a new meat chopper. If you don't have a meat chopper, listen. Do yourself a favor. Go get a meat chopper. But invest in a good one. We got a Dollar General one to see if we would like it. And we loved it. But it started to melt because we used it so much. So I just got an OXO one. Also, my favorite pens. And I ran out and I had to buy new. Okay, let's get started. I have a bunch of stuff next to me for decorating. And let's use this paper. Because it kind of matches. It does match this paper. It's from the same paper pad. Look at that. Oh, look at that. So we are going to just use it on this one here. What are we going to do? I don't know. Let me pause and grab some stickers. So randomly, I grabbed some Disney stickers because I did want these for a page in my journal I've already written in. Because if you play Disney Dreamlight Valley, the biggest update yet did release. So what else? I don't know, but I do have some stickers off to the side here, and let's get started. Let's tear off this edge. And as my niece tells me, Aunt Mimi, you really like to tear paper. Yes, Riley, I do. So sue me. So sue me. 'Cause I do. I'm looking for a scissor. I'm also going to be like this today. I apologize. And the dog's going to bark because I told him to go away and watch TV. He wasn't happy about that. I think you need to put him... Oh, look at that. Does he fit? He does fit perfect over here. Should we make him a little tuck spot? But we should tear him, shouldn't we? We should. We should tear him just a little bit and make him a tuck spot. Yeah. Because I said so. Now, should we put him here? I think so. We'll put him here, and I need glue. There we go. I still have not replaced my bent pin. I did bend my pin. I don't think this was, I don't know what video that was in. I think that's the only video that I do have left to upload. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't have many videos left, but I don't have many videos left to upload. So I had to film some videos, and honestly, I haven't crafted in forever. I really haven't. I sat down, what day was that? What day did I sit down and, wow, I really got glue right here. I sat down and filmed some shorts and some TikTok videos, which, by the way, I upload the same video to TikTok that I do to YouTube, because why wouldn't I? And I feel like we should do 2 corner pieces. What do you think? Do I have enough to do 2 corner pieces is my great question. Sort of. We can do it like that. Okay, good enough. I do, what was I saying? I don't even remember. I got so distracted there for a second. Oh, whatever day that was that I quickly just filmed. I was going to film on, today's Friday, I was going to film on Wednesday when my boyfriend went back to work, but he ended up calling off because he woke up with such bad muscle spasms he could not move. I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny. Okay, so it's a little funny because my dad walked up and gave him his cane. It's not funny. Okay, it's a little funny. It's not funny. It's not funny, but yet it is. I'm going to add that there. Waste not, want not. It's not funny, but when my dad handed him his cane, I just freaking lost it. But yeah, he woke up with such bad muscle spasms in his back, he could not walk, and it took hours for the pain to finally go away. And then by the time the pain finally went away, he still was in pain, but not as bad. It was like too late for him to go to work, but he was still then in pain, but not as bad as when he couldn't even walk when he woke up. Anyway, so I didn't craft that day. And then yesterday my head hurt so bad and I was so tired, I didn't bother then either. All right, let's put a girl. We need a girl here. We need we need something. And maybe, I don't know. We need something. This will probably be a long one. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry if my volume's low. I'm very sorry if I take too long. But I kind of like her. Put it right there. Yep, I apologize, but it's just how it's going to be today. It's just how it's going to be. I like her, though, too. And let's put these ones away. Get over here. Put them away, and then let's find... I don't need a... Why don't we put her there? Yeah, or should we put her there? I think we'll put her there and put her away. And we'll put her there. And what we'll do, actually, we'll put her up there so they're not in line with each other, and then I can do my journaling on the craft paper and anything, and I will pull out a piece of scrap paper for in here. Let's do that right now. Let's see here. There we go. That's a good one. And then I can write my workout or anything else on there, and I can journal on there. Also, pardon my nails if you can see how crappy they look. I decided, hey, they're looking a little bit better and they're getting a little bit nicer. Let's put nails on again. Let's not rush the process. Okay, I rushed the process. And now they look like crap again. Okay. Now we can put these back here. Nope. We'll put them back later. Okay. Next. Ooh. Here we go. I've got this fabric. I have stuff on my bed. That's what I'm reaching for. I got this fabric at the Dollar Tree. Let's put some fabric on here. Let's make a fabric pocket. What do you think? You know, I don't like when you guys ignore me. Not cool. Let's make a little fabric pocket. My scissors. Right here. We're going to cut right here on this line and tear. Okay. So stop making a noise. All right. Let's cut right here so we can get this rooster on there. Okay. And then we'll leave this. Should we do like a little ruffle on this side too? Tie it in. What do you think? Let's do it, but let's cut it nice and thin. There we go. And we need my fabric tack. Turn it upside down. Let me pause because I think I got a text. I did not get a text. Ooh, I'm dropping fabric tack boogers all over the place. Ew. Okay. We're gonna and then I will make a nice tag to go in here for my journaling, right? If I can get my glue out. I might need new fabric tack soon. I hate buying fabric tack. Fabric tack is expensive. Okay, tell me, please, do you use something other than fabric tack? Like, what's your favorite other fabric glue? That's what I want to know. I want to know what your favorite other fabric glue is if you don't use fabric tack. And look at that. Look at that big fabric. Let me grab whatever this is from my garbage. And then we're just going to put a glob of glue down the side. And I kind of just, oh, Sammy, this dog, he's really mad at me because the moment I pulled out my desk, he came over to me and was like scratching at me to come up, And I looked at him and I said, no. I said, no, I haven't crafted in a while, and I just want to craft. And he looked at me and I told him, I said, go watch TV. I said, go in the living room, watch TV. And we don't have a TV in the living room. But today we do. Because my son woke me up this morning on his way to work and said, Mom, my TV won't turn on. Whoa, that's a big booger. See that booger? He said, Mom, my TV won't turn on. Can you buy me a new TV? And I said, okay. So I just had a TV delivered from Walmart. I didn't buy it, he bought it, but you know what I mean. I just had the TV was just delivered from Walmart, so I told the dog to go watch TV in the living room. It's in the box. Okay, here we go. Here is just a piece of cardstock that I just literally pulled out of my scrap bin. And we are going to cut it down to... I'm going to cut that much off. What is that? I don't know. I just grabbed and used my finger as my handy dandy measuring tool. Isn't it lovely? And then I'm going to pull out my handy dandy tool maker. If you don't have one of these handy dandy tool makers, tag makers, I have mine always linked in my Amazon storefront. Okay, this is very inexpensive. Grab yourself one. It's amazing and cheap. And then there we go. Do I care that it's not even? Nope. Do I care that it goes too high? Nope. Why, you may ask? Because it's a journal. Ooh, never mind. You know what I just saw that I forgot to put away the other day? Oh, yes. I forgot to put this away the other day, so we're going to use this. Let's cut some of this off. This is from the Dollar Tree also. Yeah. See that? And come here. There we go. Perfect. This is called, they called this fabric, burlap fabric. Look at that. Perfect. So now we have the scrap as a ruffle and then the pocket, and I can put photos or whatever there. And there we go. Now we can turn the page and move on. Okay, for this one, we are going to use the Park Lane Great Outdoors. I just got this. If you're lucky, you get it for like $2 for the 6x8. I think it was like $2.17. So let's find a good page to use. Look at the foiling on that. Let's use that page. Ugh. I mean, really. Okay. You know what I don't understand about these paper pads? Now, do I like this paper? No. Do I like this paper? No. Do I like this page? Yes. Do I like this page? Yes. Why? Why do you have two paper? Why do you have that? Why can't you have this and this is the B page? Why? Why? I mean, I don't mind the bike so much. But you know what I mean? Like, why do you have two good papers? Why? Why? Somebody explain that to me. Is there not somebody going, excuse me? Hello? I'm so sick and tired of getting text messages. Do people not realize I'm doing things? Hold on. I swear. So my dad went to the grocery store because I had to wait for the TV. And it's just like pulling teeth. He texts me constantly to ask me questions. And there he goes again. Hold on. Probably and pizza. There we go. I just answered him through my watch. Okay. I know this is probably boring for you, but at least you got to see what this paper pad looked like, right? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna like scream. Hold on. Okay, I guess this is it. Really though? Okay. There we go. Put that aside. I kind of want to... I really want this. Where's my paper trimmer? Here it is. I want to leave your worries behind because, let me tell you, I need to leave my worries behind. Don't we all? But I also want that. Right? Let's see. There we go. So let's put that on there. Oh, I like that. That actually works out really well. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted. Like I was saying, anytime he goes to the grocery store, it is a thing. My mom texted me the other day, and she's like, do you know your father's at the grocery store? And I said, yeah, because he texts me every freaking 5 seconds from the grocery store like, do we need this? Do we need this? And if he doesn't text me from the grocery store, then he comes home with a bunch of crap we don't need. So, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Okay, I want to cut this down to size. I keep putting away my scissor, and I don't know why I keep putting away my scissor. I don't know why I keep doing that, but whatever. I really love the green foiled trees on this paper. The green foiling is so pretty. I love a good green foil. I don't think green foil is utilized as much as it should be. And keep dropping everything. But yeah, she's like, do you know your dad's at the grocery store? I'm like, yeah, don't worry. I always know when he's at the grocery store. And then, I swear to God, he comes home with all these cat treats. because she's like, oh, here, all these cat treats are on sale. I'm like, Mom, what the fuck are you doing? You're not helping the situation. I think I'm going to leave that. Why don't we just put this, leave your worry, but I'm going to trim this a little bit more. Let's leave our worries behind, shall we? I'm going to put it over here. There we go. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Put that away. Let's close my bottle. I really need to replace my pin. I have so many pins, but I just keep forgetting to replace my bent pin. And then I struggle to put my pin back in. Okay. Now, excuse me. My allergies are really bad right now. Oh my God. Hold on. Good morning, filming. Sorry, that was to my boyfriend. He works like second shift, so he doesn't go to bed till late, and then he wakes up later in the morning. All right, here we go. I also got this pretty fabric at the Dollar Tree, and if you know anything about me, or if you've seen my short, if you have not seen my short of my mushroom garden, you should go check out my mushroom garden short. Let's use this guy here. Cover him, this page up here. Yes, because I love me some gnomes. Oh my God. All right. If people don't stop texting me, this is going to be the longest video ever. And if I don't stop putting away my frickin' scissors, I'm gonna cry. Okay, so let's just cover this piece of paper. Anyway, this is also from the Dollar Tree. Okay, I need to cut it down to size. We're just gonna cover this. And then I have some other stuff I can put on this blank piece of paper where I will do my journaling. And right there. Okay. Anyway, if you have not seen my short of my updated mushroom garden last summer, my boyfriend and I, what did I do with my, there it is. My boyfriend and I went to Goodwill and got glass vases and glass bowls and painted them to look like mushrooms and put them in this little section of our front yard and made mushrooms and made a little mushroom garden. There's 3 of them. Well, this year we updated it. We added, oh, well, actually last year then we added little things that we could find to go with it, which included, I had this rain downspout for our this little thing for our downspout that had frogs. We had spotlights, solar spotlights. What else do we have? We ended up finding like one gnome, a duck holding an umbrella, like little whimsical things that we found. Well, this year I ended up making book bricks, which led to all kinds of things. We found mushrooms and gnomes and frogs at the Dollar Tree this year, and we found little mushroom solar lights. They're literally little mushrooms, little tiny little white mushrooms. Like I said, I made 5 book bricks, so I think there were 5 of them, and we filled it with mulch, and it just looks really good. But there's a short on my channel. Okay, this is my little Some of my favorite embellishments are in here, but we got a little wooden gnome. Come here. We have little wooden gnomes, or we have a mushroom. I don't want to use the mushroom. He's so big. So let's keep him for another project, and we'll use the little wooden guy. And you know what? Let's add this down there, right? Just to add a little something. And on the other page maybe too. Just to add a little something. Yeah. How's that look? Yeah. I mean, these are from Temu. They were very inexpensive. So yeah, we'll add those. Okay. And this container, in case you're wondering, was from Hobby Lobby. I very, very, very rarely go to Hobby Lobby. And when I went to Hobby Lobby with my mom and my nieces, my niece said I needed that. She wasn't wrong. Okay. This is Gorilla Super Glue. I found it works best for these little metal pieces. It really does work best for these little metal pieces. So, there you go. There's a little tip for you. I mean, I could get out my hot glue gun, but really for adding 4 little pieces, waiting for it to heat up and all that, when this is here available, ready to go, no point. And then I will just journal on the white paper. If I have any photos or anything like that, I can figure out a spot. Actually, I could just paper clip them or something like that on over here or whatever. And then this guy. I will also use this because I have it and he'll stick. And there we go. Okay. Put him back in my glue container. Flip him over, and 2 more pages after this page, and then 1 more. This is the Jen Hadfield Flower Child. I'm obsessed with this paper pack. So we're going to use this one, and let's see, what are we going to use? I don't know. It's funny, I actually, oh, you know what, I'm just going to grab something else then. I do have the card kit for making the cards that goes with this, and I grabbed one of the pre-made cards that I already made for one of the pages. And let's use this. And I just realized I left these both for last. So, oh no, I have something else yet to use. Okay, never mind. And yeah. Okay. Let's I'm sorry this is glared. You have a glare. I'm sorry. Guess what? I'm going to tear it. I know. Put that there. And these even more. I want to be able to write right here. I'm going to tear that down even more, and I want to be able to glue right here. So, tear that down. I have no idea what day this goes to. I'm just making sure that I do 7 days. So we're on the 12th right now. So I still have 2 more days. I'm sorry, this is a very long video. You could always speed it up. Right? Right. Nope, I want to go this way. Okay. And there we go. Okay, look at that. Next, I have my digital, my book of digitals. I don't want to do dachshunds today. What else do we have in here? I don't even know. We have these. I really like these. So let's pull out, and they will look good with that dark green paper. So we have these. Let's pull out 2 of those. What's this? That. And then over here, we have that. Okay. All right. Both of you, stop. Hold on. Bed. Somebody drive down the street. I don't know what people are thinking. How dare they drive down our street? Okay. So, then I can journal around here. And then I'll put this one and... All right, Sammy, that's enough. Oh, don't talk back to me. Okay. Okay. And then this one here. And then if I need to, I can write my workout here or put pictures, whatever. Okay. And then the last page. And where is it? Oh my gosh, it's so far away. Ugh. Okay. So my plan was to glue this down. And then this could be inside. And I pull it out for journaling. So I think I'm going to glue it here. Pull it out for journaling, and then whatever photos, workout, whatever can go there. But I may not use this at all. Hold on. Did for Psycho to stop his barking. He's not really Psycho. I swear he hears me. I pulled out some stuff. So, let's just plop some glue on here. And glue down this little piece of burlap fabric that we had left over. Okay, then we're gonna glue down this craft piece of paper that I had left over from another project. That was just sitting here. Well, not sitting here, it was shoved on top of my scraps. Okay. And then close that up, put it away, and glue this down. Alright. Why? I don't know. I don't know. And there we go. And there we go. Let's see. These are all my word type stuff. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. And that will be it. Right? 14. Yep. Then I will go through later and I will date everything. Yep, that is it. Okay. Thanks for joining me today. I am sorry this was obnoxiously long, and I appreciate it. Please like this video, subscribe. It helps me out. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.